Hello and welcome to Steve's Retro Loft. Today I'm going to take a look at a device that saved you loading tapes. Assuming you wanted to load Martianoids, of course. It's the Wafadrive. The Wafadrive was a continuous tape storage peripheral intended to compete with Sinclair's Interface 1 and Microdrive. The Wafadrive offered two tape drives, an RS-232 interface and a Centronics parallel port, which on paper was a better deal than Sinclair's offering. Launched at $129.99, it was soon reduced to £99 and then later on half of that. The cartridges were available in three capacities, 16, 64 and 128K. They were also physically larger than microdrives. Unfortunately, due to the longer length of the tape, the larger capacities had a much slower access time. The cost of the blank cartridges were similar. The larger Sinclair box, as you can see on the image, was £4.95, and then the smaller, later blister pack was £1.99. The tapes, I've got a couple of bags here, and the price is £3.65 and £3.95. So, yeah, sort of halfway between the prices. Let's take a look at the Wafadrive in operation. Now, unlike the Microdrive, when you power the machine on, you can just hit, I'll insert the cartridge first, run, and it will index the cartridge or run whatever's on the cartridge. However, with the Wafadrive system, what you have to do is new, star, before it loads up the Wafadrive operating system. Once the Wafadrive operating system is loaded, you can then catalogue the tape. So, cat, star. Obviously, that's your drive A, that's drive B. Now, the experience of these tapes so far hasn't been great. This is a tape which I think I tried 20 or so years ago. As you can see, that one's shredded a little bit. This one is one I tried to catalogue this morning, just to give it a trial. And it looks like the actual glue or whatever bonds the tape together has come off, because this is the end of the tape. So yeah, so 2 down, not a great start. Now these devices are much slower than a disk drive and slower than the Microdrive. It is faster than tape, however. Now let's see what happened. Doesn't give you a lot of confidence when it suddenly runs quiet. It's almost as if the motor's spinning but the tape isn't. So I have a dreadful feeling this might be the result of that tape. Okay, shift and brake, unfortunately is not allowing me to stop. Ten minutes or so later, it's still going. Okay, time to do what it says not to do there. Okay, the wafer's still intact, so maybe this wafer needs formatting. consulting the manual. Formatting does take a while. Whilst talking about the manual, it's quite a good comprehensive little guide. Gives you a lot of information. Tells you about the extended operating system, the Wafadrive OS, and how it works. For those that have used Sinclair microdrives, it's similar. Yeah, not the same, but similar, and you get used to these strange oddities, unlike using MS-DOS where you can just format A, and devices like this it's format A star, format star, then the microdrive or the drive number. Yeah, it's a little bit more complex, but other than that, it's quite a useful guide. Yeah, should you want to expand and should you want to do a little bit more with the device itself. At this moment in time, just getting a wafer to actually work seems to be the trouble, so we'll wait and see where we go from there. Giving up on that wafer, time to look at another one. Just doing a catalogue of this one. This time I'm using Drive B. When the device catalogues, let's have a quick look at the manual. We should do some basic information about the drive itself, what's on it, and the data, and the file types, and capacity spare. But at this moment in time, just getting nothing. I think this is where we probably call this demonstration to an end. Yeah, nothing's working. I do have a sealed wafer, but you know what? These have all failed, and I really don't think it's worth opening this one and attempting to format it. This may have some more monetary value than the £3.95. Who knows? They originally had, so we'll yeah, turn it off and just save a few electrons. Well, there you go. It's a pretty disappointing end to the video. I was hoping to get a little bit more out of the Wafadrive. There you go. It's an old bit of kit, so maybe I was expecting a bit too much. The hardware itself looks like it's okay. Tape spin. Other than that, yeah, there's not much to say. I think over time the reliability of the cartridges or tapes has shown. You know, they weren't brilliant quality looking at them, and you know, even the Sinclair microdrives are starting to fail after all this time, but I think these just weren't as good as the microdrives. If you find yourself on an auction site and you see one of these Wafadrives up for sale, should you buy it? Well, it's really up to you. If you like collecting things, yes. If you want to use it, no. I don't really think it's a viable product in the 40 years after it was released, but there you go. Anyway, sorry for the disappointment, and I hope to see you all again soon for another video. Maybe something might work next time. Okay, bye bye.